Hey Richmond, how you doing?
Hey Curtis, how's it going?
Great. How's your day been so far?
Dude, it's been pretty good. I know you're just starting your day. For listeners, what is it? It's 10:10 a.m. as Curtis is in New Zealand, and
That's correct.
I'm at 6:10 p.m. I'm getting sleepy right now, so this is just
Yeah.
perfect timing.
Oh, we'll get in there just before that happens.
Yeah, you've been having a pretty good day so far. What are you?
Yeah,
You've
it's
been up
been
for a couple. I mean, I'm sure you get up early, right? Have to.
yeah. I've been up for maybe 3 hours. My I just came off the back of having the flu, and
Gotcha.
my wife's now got the flu, and so she's been up
So you passed it,
coughing all night,
but
which
you
is
can't pass it
unfortunate.
back. It doesn't work like that, right?
I hope not.
Oh, well, one way to find out. We'll go do a call in a week, right? Awesome. Well, Curtis, thank you for joining us. It's Curtis Hacon with Give a Shit Earth-Friendly Pet Products. I
The
don't
one.
usually say curse word, bad word on here, but in my normal life I do. So this is nice. I like saying
You
that.
got permission now.
Gets me going. It's for a good cause, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So, you make basically your two products right now are
Hmm.
compostable poop bags, which we'll
Yeah.
dive into the
Sounds good.
I love the whole compost thing of it. But that as well as plant-based dog wipes.
Yeah.
Correct. And then you also you partner with one or two different philanthropies and have some different missions going on. So, enough
Yeah.
of an introduction, but you want to hop in?
Absolutely. Hey, before we jump in, do you want to give away some free stuff
Yeah, let's
this
give away
this
some free
podcast?
stuff. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So for anyone that hangs on till the end,
Yeah.
we'll drop a word to Chuck in the comments, and the first five we'll give away. Let's do a 2 pack of plant-based pet wipes and a 240 pack of compostable poop bags.
Oh, that's a good deal right there. I love it. I
Oh,
love
I
it.
love.
Thank you, Curtis. That's exciting.
No worries. I
I
love
can't
giving away
comment on
free
my own
stuff.
thing though, can I? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get the viewers involved.
It makes me feel like a poor version of Mr. Beast, you know?
That's right. You are Mr. Beast. You're better, Mr. You're New Zealand Mr. Beast. That's right.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Cool. I'll take that.
Awesome. Well, yeah. So if you kind of want to hop into it, I know you founded this with your wife
Hmm.
Katie
Yep.
originally, and your team's been going since then. But yeah, do you want to kind
Yeah.
of start getting into that?
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll start back at the beginning. So we've been we started 8 years ago,
Yeah.
when we got our first family dog, Jack, who's
Yeah.
a rescue. And during that process, as anyone who's either adopted or got their own fur child, there's a bunch of plastic involved in all the things. You've got to go out and get your dog bowls and poop bags and leashes and
Right.
toys and treats and all those things. And so while we were doing that process, I I have OCD, so
Yeah.
obsessive compulsive disorder. I
What
like actually
we hadn't talked about this. I'm
no,
also diagnosed with OCD. Funny enough.
no, really,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
cool.
know.
Well,
I can't believe in our. I guess we're going to talk for 40 minutes, but anyways, yeah. Continue. Continue.
ah, this just got better. Okay, excellent. Which, as you'll know, Richmond is it's a fun experience.
Yeah. Oh, really
Um,
fun. Yeah.
So, um, two of the main compulsions for me, environmental pollution and animal harm based stuff,
Really.
along with a few other things.
Yeah.
And so, as you can imagine, going to a rescue shelter and going to buy all this plastic and piling it up in my living room as we pulled apart all the products and
Yeah.
stuff was a major, trigger for me.
Sure.
And so I thought, I can't go and work at these rescues. I probably could. I'm getting to that stage now
Right. Right.
where I've got control to go
But
voluntarily
that was
rescue.
8 year. That different
Yeah,
time.
different time, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I thought, how could I support this in a way, with my monetary backing? I went
Sure.
to business. I went to business school. I'm extremely passionate about conscious entrepreneurship
Yeah.
and entrepreneurs being able to do things that change the world.
Right.
And so I thought, let's give this a crack. So I talked to my wife Katie and I said, should we start this up? I think I've got a
Yeah.
product in mind. And
Yeah.
we started with the compostable poop bags,
Yeah.
and in the market at the time was all about biodegradables, which
Right.
was big then.
What
Specifically,
exactly is a biodegradable?
yeah. So biodegradable, in all essence, is a compostable. Is a sorry, not a compostable. Is a poop bag that has a rating. It doesn't even have a rating. It's a non-certifiable term.
Huh.
Everything is biodegradable.
Right.
So
It's like organic, right? Like it could
yeah,
mean some sort of thing like that, right?
yeah, not even or like
Well, I just
it,
meant like as people use organic when they talk,
yeah,
like that kind of
yes,
thing.
yeah. I mean, at least organic is a certifiable concept.
Yeah.
Um, so with biodegradable, anything is like
Right.
even plastic is biodegradable inherently.
But just
And
over like hundreds or thousands of years, right?
yeah, yeah. So thin plastic's about 500 years and thicker plastics thousands.
Yeah.
And so there was a specifically a type called oxo biodegradable, which
Cool.
was it had an additive added into it. And
Hmm.
what that meant was people thought they were doing really good stuff, but
Yeah.
really it was breaking down into microplastics faster and getting into waterways,
Right. And
which is,
microplastics are it's that's definitely a hot topic issue currently,
yeah,
right? Like that's a big thing. I feel like
absolutely.
we're facing the we're hearing about it and worrying about it now, but I guess we'll see in 10, 15 years what that kind of looks like.
Yeah, well, they say, I think it's, don't quote me on this, but at least every year we eat like a credit card's worth of microplastics. So that goes
Might as well
through
just
us.
eat a credit card and see what happens anyways, right? That's the only
Uh,
way to test it.
yeah, at least you can buy some cool stuff, just
At
rub up against an
least.
ATM.
At least. Exactly. So yeah, so there that was the kind of biodegradable that had
Yeah,
been being used before in other
yes.
poop bags. Okay.
Yeah, and so we came onto the market, and there was some really fringe compostable products that were quite expensive, and they were just industrial compostable,
Right.
which an industrial composting facility in the US, well, not really anywhere takes dog waste. It's just not something that they do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and so
Sorry, I'm
we
watching my two dogs, making sure Sarah's staying here. But yes, continue.
and so we were like, we have to do better than this
Oh yeah.
if we're gonna sell a product. So we came across a formula for home compostability. So
Yeah.
it's rated for less temperature compost heap, and
Gotcha.
we got that certified by TUV Austria, which is the world's sort of most stringent certification process.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we
because
got it.
I was looking up your products and it said Tub
Yeah,
Austria, and I was like, I thought you were from New Zealand, but maybe there's something I don't know. I don't know, you know.
yeah, it's super confusing. It's yeah, it's not a well known, but it is the most stringent. So
Sure,
like they
sure.
they do, yeah, big time. So we originally got it certified in the US too, but
Yeah,
that certification process in the
not as
US
meaningful.
not as meaningful when it closed down as well
Oh,
for
wow.
that specific
Huh.
area.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so that was our first product, and then we tied it to some missions,
Yeah,
as we can discuss in a bit,
yeah,
which are
sure.
really close to our heart. And since then, we've just built an incredible community, and
Right. And it's
been a
cool
wild
too.
ride.
I know we talked about it, but not only are you getting to work with your wife, which it seems like it's a good work balance, good
Yeah.
balance relationship kind of thing.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
you have a partner now, Lee in Australia, and then
Mhm.
you're working, and then your sister just joined the team too. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, we've got such an incredible team.
Yeah,
Like, got to do a shout out to Antonella, Rhea, and Vince as well. They're
yeah.
just the most.
Shout out all of them.
Yeah, we got a
Let's
few
go,
more,
Vince.
but yeah, Lee, my business partner, came on about 3 years ago. I
Yeah.
was just kind of drowning in just all the post-COVID
Oh yeah.
pandemic issues and things like that. I'm not inherently good at doing shipping or
Yeah.
finances. I'm
Right.
more about,
I
yeah.
don't know anything about any of that either. I hear you on that.
So Lee came on, and Lee's just amazing. Like he's the other side of the brain from me.
Yeah. And
I can't
how did
remember
y'all
which.
meet originally?
We met online. We only met you like for the first time in person last year,
Really?
which is wild. That's how much I trust him.
Yeah.
He's got the most incredible value set. So what I love about this is my sister came on board 2 years
Yeah.
ago. She has an environmental sciences degree.
Hmm.
So she kind of pairs it out nicely and gives us a bit
Right.
more education on whether we're
Yeah.
on the right track. And between Lee, my sister, who's very into working with rescues as well,
Hmm.
and myself,
Yeah.
we kind of, if any area of the business steps off our ethics, one of us will pull it up and just be
Right.
like, we need to fix that. And so
That's
I just
amazing.
love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really feel confident that we can scale up as business and know that we won't change. The soul of the business won't change.
Right. Definitely. It's just makes me think with you kind of mentioning OCD in the beginning.
Mm.
What's funny? Hey, buddy. Okay. Hey, Cedric. What's all right, what are you doing, bud? Okay. Oh, you
Wants
want
to
to
be
pull?
involved.
I guess, dude. He's super cute, but he's scratching right now. Anyways, what I was gonna say was it's very cool how in this current age that we're in, especially in the last 10 years, how we can have really impactful people in our lives that we have
Mm.
never met in person. For example, my
Yeah.
OCD therapist, I've been going for the last, I got diagnosed, I don't know, fall like or spring freshman year, right? Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Right,
I've
yeah.
never met this guy, but he probably saved my life. But it's the
That's
same kind of
incredible.
thing. Yeah, I mean it's same, just the same idea of you can have really impactful people in your life like Lee,
Mm.
or therapist, or just like people who play video games and that's their outlet. They have friends across
Yeah.
the world. I think that's kind of cool how y'all ended up meeting
Uh,
like that, you know?
yeah. It's incredible. Yeah, we went to Vegas for a business conference last year and caught up for the first time ever. It was
Nice.
great. Yeah.
Nice. So, you're talking a little about like ethos, ethics,
Hmm.
and your mission. You want to kind of dive into that? I know the Soy Dog
Yeah.
Foundation was the first part of it, but it's grown since then as well.
Yeah, big time. Yes, it gets confusing with the missions where we want to do a whole lot of good. And
Yeah.
yeah, so let's start with the rescue missions and then we can move on to the
There's a lot of
sustainability
missions,
stuff
but I
after.
want to hear all about them,
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Um,
It's really incredible when we talked the first time.
oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I actually I picked up for the viewers, Richmond's got some cool missions as well in regards
Yeah.
to rescues. I can see us working together, man. I can
I
see it.
I can absolutely see that happening.
Oh, I love it. So when we came on, I can't even remember. I'm very good at moving the goalposts on goals for myself, but
Sure.
I think we started at wanting to rescue 1,000 dogs and cats through the Soi
Right.
Dog Foundation. We're
Yeah.
now the goal is 100,000 by 2030.
Incredible. And what exactly is the Soy Dog Foundation for those who haven't
Yeah.
heard of it?
So yeah, we give 10% of profits to the Soy Dog
Hmm.
Foundation, and the Soy Dog Foundation it's a rescue in Thailand that basically takes in cats and dogs, street cats and dogs.
Yeah.
They have massive trap, neuter, and return programs
Oh,
to
cool.
stop the issues as
Yeah.
well. And they also fight the dog meat trade in China and Vietnam and
Yeah.
Thailand.
Yeah.
And they've had some incredible wins. They're
Yeah.
huge. So they've stopped the meat trade in Thailand
Right.
for dog meat and cat meat.
Wow.
And yeah, which is
How long
incredible.
ago did that happen?
2 or 3 years ago, I believe.
Okay. So very
Yeah,
recent. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm gonna butcher these stats, but I
Yeah.
because
I'm gonna take your word for it, whatever you say. I'm going with it.
because they move so fast as well. I
Yeah.
think they trapped, neutered, and returned a million animals in, is it 1 year or is that to date? I think it might be to date, but whatever it is, it's incredible. Their work is
That's
like
amazing.
it gives me goosebumps thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And so the primary reason, because most of our business is done in the US because we love the US, but
Yeah, that's right. Real quick, just to jump in, I remember the first, I was confused. We had joined the call, and
yeah.
I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, you're living in New Zealand, but then all your products in your U.S." But your explanation, if you just want to give that again, it was so funny to
Oh,
me.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll be raw about this. I mean, growing up, I think my parents had our most fun family friends were in the US, and so
Yep,
going to visit them was
I
always like
love it.
such a blast. It was like
Yeah.
in California or Palm Springs or
Mm.
Florida, and so it was big for us, both
Yeah.
me and my sister.
Yeah.
But then I don't want to like bag on New Zealanders, but in New Zealand
Sure.
we have a concept called tall poppy syndrome, where we basically like it's a societal issue where we cut down people who do stand up and do good things or
Oh,
speak
really?
out and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're kind of
It's
just
an
like look down like,
insidious,
oh, what are you doing? Like just yeah.
yeah. And so I've always been really attracted to the fact that Americans celebrate each other.
That's
Like,
really cool.
yeah.
That's
And
really cool.
so just getting to work, we do a lot of work on with through social media
Yeah,
with rescues in the US, rescue influencers, just people doing some really cool stuff.
right.
Um, yeah, big shout out to I don't know, can't even Debbie from I'm gonna push this now. Why am my brain's gone?
It's
Um,
okay. No
the
worries.
Unstoppables dogs.
There you go.
Um, people check them out. Some amazing people doing some amazing stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just an honor to work with the types of people that are in the US.
That's
So
really cool. And,
yeah,
and to me, that was just like, not only was it like when you were like, yeah, like American people are really nice. Cedric, buddy, you being good? Not really. That's okay. He's only like a year and a half, a little younger. But
oh yeah,
anyways, but yeah, so we were talking a little bit about totally lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, when
yeah,
you're talking about like Americans, they're really nice, stuff like that. I was like, that's a nice stereotype for us to have. I remember I've gone to Europe a couple of times, and then they're
yeah,
always like, yeah, Americans are fat and they, they're too loud. And I mean, I am a loud person and I can hit the gym more, so maybe they're right about that. You know,
yeah. And maybe it's like opposites attract. Like
yeah,
New Zealanders are very quiet, very reserved, and like I think a part of me wants to be a little bit more out there, a little bit more expressive
sure,
and really make a change.
sure,
The other thing is that like, 100,000 dogs and cats rescued is seems like a big mission, but there's
yeah,
another mission we want to tackle as well, and that is that there's I think 2.7 million euthanized dogs and cats in shelters in the US
yeah.
each year. And the stats say that if
Like
1%,
as in like saving them from being euthanized.
no, they're euthanized. So they're,
Oh, I thought you said our mission is to euthanize, and I was like, wait a
oh, no,
minute.
definitely not.
No,
So,
no, it's the accent. I was
yeah,
like, wow, that's a big switch right there.
yeah,
Clear that
that
up.
would that cure the problem, right? No, so there's 2.7 million cats and dogs euthanized in shelters
Yeah.
around the US each year. 1% of people who adopt or purchase a cow dog, if they adopted instead of purchased, we would have no euthanizations happening each year.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So we just want to use our entire marketing as a way of transporting that message to the people
right.
and trying to fix that.
And you and your wife both had backgrounds in marketing, is that correct? Like y'all had done that before, or
Uh, my wife was in advertising, but she was
right,
more in the creation of like the printing of it
right,
rather than the functional side of things.
right.
I have a marketing degree.
Gotcha. So a little
Yeah.
more than a background in marketing.
Yeah, a little bit more. It
Yeah.
doesn't, did it help at all? I don't think it helps at all.
I
I
think you
think,
almost have to do it yourself and then
yeah,
learn from there and learn from others.
yeah, it's like, it's almost like you've got to learn the basic principles in order for you to break the principles
Right.
yourself and create your own. Like
Right.
we're trying these things. So we're currently trying to write a our own marketing book for doing good. And so
Really?
it's like if we've got things like called the anti-promotion. So instead of
Yeah.
like on Black Friday, instead of giving 30% discounts, give 30% to charities.
Cool.
Um, or like adding in instead of doing upsells, we are adding in lots of wasteful products.
Right.
Add in uh, five. We're releasing a new package that's coming out on the website next week, which if you buy a 3-pack from us, we're gonna certified take 5 plastic bottles from the ocean and get them recycled.
Yeah.
There's a company that we're partnering with that.
Yeah, what
And
was the company? Because I remember the first time the question I
mm,
had, like, when everyone's like, we'll plant one tree for everything, everyone's
yeah,
like, what exactly is the company and
hmm
what are they doing?
there's an amazing company called Good API,
Yeah,
and they basically just connect in with your website. And what they do is you can set that so that a certain amount of plastic will be taken from the ocean or a certain amount of trees will be planted on your behalf or
Yeah.
on your customer's behalf, which is really cool.
Right.
And they certify that through another external organization,
Right.
and then they basically go out and do it. And there's another layer of amazingness to this is the fact that they do it in places that have been deforested already,
Right.
but in places suffering from poverty. So
That's
they
incredible.
then employ the people there so that
Yeah.
they can bring money to the area as well as reforesting the area and making sure that
Right.
it's not flooding and doing all
Right.
sorts of things like that. So
How do you keep track of all your like there I feel like you're doing a lot and you've definitely been contributing a lot. Is it hard to like I mean, I don't know. There's the whole inch wide, mile deep versus,
yeah,
mile deep and an inch wide.
100%.
Where do you feel that you are in that?
Yeah, we definitely have a hierarchy of passion.
Mhm.
I think our passion definitely, like, all of them get the same amount of care from us, but
Yeah, of
there is
course.
the rescue mission is our primary.
Right. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's the one that you want to do before.
yeah,
Gotcha.
absolutely. But in saying that, um, we'll never produce a product that we can't make to the best environmental standard
Right.
yet on the market. So that's our promise as a brand.
Yeah.
And then we just try and stitch stuff into already existing situations. So for
Right.
instance, the bottles and the ocean plastic and the tree planting, we're already selling people on our website anyway,
Right.
and we're planning to scale up our website at the moment to reach more people
Right.
and build our community. And so we thought we may as well just add something cool in there. Like we
Yeah.
were gonna start
Definitely.
giving away a bunch of stuff, and it's like, oh, we could give this away, but will anyone use it? It's like the whole kind of, I think I was booking a music gig in Florida in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And the
Oh yeah, I
VIP,
forgot you're gonna be nearby pretty soon.
yeah, I can't wait. The VIP pack comes with all this thing, tote bag, flag, cup, all this stuff. I just want to
Right.
meet the band.
Yeah.
But I don't want all the stuff. But
Right.
that stuff gets bought and made for me if I buy the VIP ticket.
Right.
So we don't want to be in that scenario where we're creating unnecessary
Oh,
waste.
I
So
see. Yeah.
instead, let's
Right.
give people a gift of 10% of profits go to the Soi Dog Foundation,
Yeah.
which will stop a certain amount of dogs from being on the streets.
Yeah.
We'll give them 5 pieces of recycled ocean-bound plastic taken from the ocean on their behalf. We'll plant a
Yeah.
tree on their behalf. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
feel
that's a
good,
really good concept,
pack.
but I haven't really thought of it like that, right? Like it's you want to
Yeah.
meet the artist, and the only way to do that is all this other stuff. And like for you to keep that in mind when you're developing
Mm.
products, that's very sharp. Definitely a lot
Yeah.
of thought put into it.
We definitely go deep on this stuff.
Yeah.
And then some of the other kind of marketing tricks that we're putting into this do good marketing stuff is that, like, you'll see most pet brands will give out all their free product, their promotional product to influencers of all types.
Right.
We give ours to predominantly rescues and rescue influencers, so those
Right.
spreading
And
the mission
viewers of the viewers of the Wag Pod too.
and the viewers of the Wagpod.
However large, I'm far from an influencer, but still, yeah.
Oh,
That's
you're
cool.
influencing me right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Cedric is influencing me right now too.
Oh, all dogs are influencers.
They're good. They're
Yeah,
cute. That's
yeah,
that's awesome. It's just a very down to earth approach to to what you guys are doing, and I love the I guess with I'm diagnosed with ADHD as well, and I just feel like having a
oh, cool.
lot of different products, having a lot of different not products, projects going on at the same
Yeah.
time is nice. And it's something similar to like
Mm,
y'all are building a couple different products, but at the same
yeah,
time you have a couple different missions, and it's exciting and it's new
yeah,
and it's fresh and it's putting the earth first, which is it's
yeah,
quite incredible.
yeah.
It
Well,
really is.
yeah. I mean, we hope that when we see so many more businesses acting like this
Right.
nowadays, which is it's so beautiful to see. And I think, capitalism gets a bad rap sometimes for creating so much waste and doing all
Sure.
that kind of stuff. But
Sure.
there's a positive capitalism and there's positive consumerism, and
Right.
it's business owners' responsibility to
Give a
create
shit
those scenarios.
capitalism. That's what it is.
Give a shit. It's a call to action. It's not
Yeah,
just the name.
I love it. I love it. So, we were talking a little bit earlier. Something that I found kind of interesting in our preliminary meeting was
Mm,
that, with the bags, the idea that they're compostable is that you
yes,
want to encourage people to actually compost
we
their
do.
dog's poop, right? Which,
Mhm.
to me sounded like a new idea. I hadn't really heard of that before. I was like, I'm thinking like in my house, and I was like, maybe my dad would do that. To be honest, he would. But like looking
Yeah,
around different areas, maybe think New York, but like more rural
yeah,
areas. But
big time.
but also, I think it was cool to hear that regardless of if people are actually going to be composting the dog's poop in these bags, it's also going to take hundreds of years off the amount of time it takes to erode in junk and garbage. And so it kind of you can't necessarily do it all, but
Yeah,
regardless, it's making an impact. So do you want to speak a little bit about that?
absolutely. Yeah. So when we design products, we think of it in this kind of like biphasical way. And what I mean by that is that um, so picking up your dog's waste is a legal concept, right? You've got to
Right.
do it. Yeah. And so we're going to have bags going to landfill regardless of what happens. So
Right.
phase one of this was to find out what was the best thing that we could possibly do with the resources that we had, which
Sure.
was home compostability,
Yeah.
best on the market. And I can confidently say that because we know that when it goes to landfill, even there, so our bags are certified in a home composting unit to break down between 3 months and 12 months, depending
Wow.
on the heat and
Yeah.
temperatures. So
Sure.
obviously in colder states, it will take
Right.
longer.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And if it goes to landfill, though, it'll take a couple of years. So they're not designed for compostability,
Right.
and they will, it's not an ideal situation.
Exactly.
But the alternative being a plastic bag, which breaks down into microplastics, which eventually leaches into waterways, is a worse
Far,
scenario.
far worse, right?
Yeah. And so that leads back to the biphasical approach for us,
Yeah.
is that I've actually just come back around to it now, and I'm working on upgrading our formula to another level.
Right.
We also, for the more hardcore of our community, we want to release a paper version. So it's like, I don't know if
Wow.
anyone's heard of, there is a company out there called Pooch Paper,
Okay. I like
I think.
that.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
If not, still a
Cool.
good name. So,
Cool brand because they're
yeah.
like really like going straight to it, like not everyone's going to adopt that concept. So
Right.
we want to bring out some of that as an alternative as well to our bags, so that those are a bit more hardcore when to go in that
Right.
direction.
Right.
But the other avenue for us is that educating people on how to compost dog waste, because
Right.
there is a certain process and it can be quite easy.
Yeah.
And the setup's not exactly fun.
Sure.
No one wants to be hanging out with dog poop longer than they
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. What does that look like? Or what kind of, I guess, moving
Hmm.
forward into this education phase and as well
Yeah.
as like stuff you'll specifically be sharing about composting, what does that look like?
Yeah, so we are currently designing a masterclass that's going on a dog training app called Pupwise.
Yeah.
Incredible app. Go check it out. Um, And so it'll be on there. It's a 21-day sustainable pet ownership masterclass. I
Nice.
think you can sign up for a free month, so you can go check it out. And
Yeah.
there'll be a DIY composting section in there.
Yeah.
And the process with composting is like you don't want to have it in your primary composting heap if your primary composting heap is going to be used for uh, foods like food bearing
Right. For like
plants.
growing plants and everything.
Yeah, but it can be used for things like, hedges and trees and all sorts of things like that. And so what we like to do is teach people how to make their own DIY composter. There is
Right.
some ones on Amazon that you can buy, which are
Right.
great, but and we're hoping to partner with them as well in the future.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's just take like a big bucket,
Right.
cut the bottom off it, dig a hole, put it in the top so that you can open the top up, and then you just place them in there. There is a process that we'll have in the masterclass, adding some additives and things like that.
Right.
And then when it's filled up, you just pull the bucket out of the ground, fill it
Right.
up with dirt, and you move on.
That's amazing. So it's
Yeah.
almost an entirely new subsection of the composting, right? So it's more
Yes.
for yeah, I mean, I think
Yep.
it's amazing. Like, I think could I? It's one of those things where the best way to say it is, how do you eat an elephant, right? The elephant being the amount of plastic waste we have, and it is
Yep.
truly one bite at a time. And I
Yeah.
think, um, just eco-friendly and innovative companies like yours doing and just taking the steps and taking action is really going to make an impact, you know?
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's great. So yeah, and then your other product is the plant-based wipes. Is that right?
Yeah.
You want to talk
This
a little
is
about those?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a bit more of a labor of love.
Yeah,
It took me 3 years to put this out. So the,
really?
the first time I built out a prototype aluminum can
Yeah.
scenario, and basically the deal with aluminum is that it's infinitely recyclable. And so
Huh.
plastic can only be recycled a certain amount of times, and then it has to be thrown away.
Right.
And 90% of plastic or something like that never makes it to recycling plants.
Right.
But aluminum, because of there's certain programs that incentivize people to bring it back, and
Sure.
uh, it can be recycled over and over again, infinitely.
Right.
And so it's an incredible product to make stuff out of. Um, and yeah, it's not a renewable resource, but it is a recyclable resource. So
Right.
we made it out of this. Went down that track for about a year and a half. It just
Yeah.
was impossible for us to make commercially viable at this stage.
Right.
Didn't work. So we're back to the drawing board with that. And so we thought, how could we make it in a way that was still the best on the market for phase one of
Sure.
our biphasical product development stage,
Right.
and then we can make it better in the future. And that was that we were going to make it. We started with the wipe itself. Most wipes are made out of synthetic, like polyesters
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so we made ours. We found a product called VioCell. Um, the material that they use is called a lyocell, and they use this from. It's made from wood
Hmm.
and spun. It comes from sustainable FSC certified forests,
Yeah.
and then they take that and they quite often you have a product that is certified with this kind of wood stuff, and you go, that's amazing, right?
Right.
But then the process of making it is a lot of chemicals and a lot
Right.
of
They
stuff.
incorporate the synthetic stuff right back in. So it looks like it's
Exactly.
good, but it's not
Yeah,
really taking the full impact into
absolutely.
it.
And so BioCell, just an incredible company. They've got a closed loop system. So like I think 99.9% of the chemicals, or not chemicals, but the processing materials used get pushed back into the process. So there's no waste. And then
Nice.
they take that material that comes out of it and they can make our wipes. And then those materials they've certified to be compostable, and not just compostable in a home composting unit,
Sure.
compostable in even in marine environments. Like that's
Wow.
wild. I mean, so is it biodegradable, and it'll break down in marine environments. So
Yeah.
ideally you don't want to flush it or put it into the ocean.
Right.
That's not what we want. But if it does end up there, it's not going to be the
It's
end of the
better.
world.
It's better than what they have now. It's the same situation as the poop bags, right? Like
So
and
yeah,
sometimes it will probably end up in the junk or in the trash, and then same
yeah,
with wipes. Probably someone's gonna flush it down, but that
yeah,
impact, the negative impact on that is lessened, which is awesome.
absolutely. We're really proud of this product. The
Yeah,
materials are incredible. And
yeah,
then we worked with a vet to create the formula, which we're very proud to say is like this hypoallergenic, really natural formula.
sure.
I'd like to say it's the best on the market. Um,
Let's say it. It's the best on the market. I can say
it's the
that.
best on the market.
I can say that at least.
Well, 5 people will be able to test it out for us.
That's right.
5 viewers.
That's right.
And so that was the two parts of that, and then the last part was the fact that it's wrapped in plastic. That's
Yeah,
the standard on the in the industry, and we couldn't avoid that with the aluminum yet.
sure.
And so we've gone with the most recycled plastic that you can possibly put into the plastic before it starts to fall
Right.
apart. So that's 77% recycled plastic.
Right.
And uh, So
I think it's
yeah,
fantastic how, you don't let, let's say something's not quite possible monetarily right now. You don't let that discourage you from still making an impact. You're like, okay, so that's not
yeah.
working now. Down the line, sure, let's revisit the aluminum. But
Hmm.
in the meantime, what can we do to still make an impact? I think that's incredible. It
Yeah.
really is.
Well, I mean, it's not a complete waste of time and money because we're putting out a range of, you've got the other wipes. So you've got wrinkle wipes, eye wipes,
Yeah.
uh, ear wipes. What else is there? There's a bunch. And they're circular and they can fit into an aluminum canister and
Cool.
we can make that viable. So that's our next range that's coming out.
Yeah.
Infinitely recyclable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be very cool.
That's amazing. Well, we're down to our last couple minutes, but I just
Great.
want to say thank you so much for coming on. Really excited for this episode
Welcome.
to come out, and you know, it's inspiring for me to see, what you guys have going on and the positivity you have and the the scale of what you guys are achieving.
Oh, thank you so much, Richmond.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. It's been an absolute blast coming on here. You're such
Yeah.
a an effervescent dude. You're like so nice to talk to.
I
Had a
really
blast.
appreciate that. I try to be, I try to be. Oh, and we got to choose a word, right?
Oh yeah. Poop. Why
Poop.
not?
That's it. That's it. It's poop. When people are just gonna comment poop underneath.
To the
I
first
love it.
five people,
Yeah.
we're our winners.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you again, and I'm quite certain we will be in touch. I know, Ivy and
Absolutely.
Cedric tried their best to behave, so there's some
They've done a
editing,
great
but
job.
I mean it's dog related, right? So it's good. Well, thanks,
Exactly.
man. I really appreciate it.
No worries. For the
All right.
best rest of your day.
Yes, sir. All right. Bye bye.